Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope everybody's well. Just thought I'd bring you with me to the lorry wash. I'm on my way to Malaga and coming through all that weather, all the snow and everything, and the bumblebee needs a wash. He's covered in salt, so I thought I'd put him through the proper wash. Try and get the salt off the unit and the trailer because it doesn't do anything much good. But this one is on the way to just past the Valdepenas on the A4, and I've been here before, and they do a really good job. They don't put the brushes on the cab until they get sort of just at the back of the by the wheels, so it doesn't scratch the paintwork on the cab. The truck washes in Europe are not cheap, but generally they do a really good job. Some of them, I mean, in France they can be like €60 to get them washed, but they'll generally take sort of an hour and a half to wash a lorry. It's not a quick in and out. And there you go. I'm very pleased with the result. I have started very early, but I want to get down there and get it tipped, and these people do like their stuff as early as they can get it. So when in Rome, do as the Romans, but as I'm in Malaga, I just decided to do a bit of Spanish parking so I can get myself a cup of coffee. I've come over towards Barcelona to load, and you notice the difference in the weather, all the sunshades, and they've even got their water tanks outside. They could never do that in the UK, you'd have no water. So I've got the load on, and this is the normal route that I take up to go back up to Caen, but I'm sure all of you know the French have been on strike, so I can't go this way. Looking at Google Maps and listening to the news, a lot of the roads are blocked this direction. I know somebody else put something on YouTube or Facebook, something about it. It's not going to be an easy journey back up, I don't think. So you can see by these Google Maps screenshots, the road to up the A20, which is the one I normally take, that one's closed, and the road over towards Bordeaux is closed, and then going the other direction up towards Montpellier, that one's closed as well. But I'm hoping to get up onto the 75/71 and get up that way to Clermont-Ferrand. So this is the road that I'm hoping to take, and I know I always carry a map. I always carry like a map book, and I'm hoping that I can get up this way. Looking at it and zooming into Google Maps, there's quite a few little roads that run alongside the main motorways, so I should be able to get up. I mean, it's going to take time, it's going to put time on everything, but hopefully I'll be able to get through. Don't normally come this way, so a bit of sightseeing for you. It's very pretty, but there is some massive hills up here. I mean, like humongous hills. So it's not a really great road for a lorry because it takes it out of it. It's just, if you're fully freighted, it's hard work up and then hard work down the mountains again. But it is quite pretty. There's some nice scenery around here. We're coming up here and we should be able to see the Millau bridge soon. There you go. It's very impressive, isn't it?
The traffic delay on your route is now 6 minutes.
As of
New
October
arrival time
2023,
1:57
it
a.m.
was
You are
the
still on the
highest
fastest
bridge
route.
in the world. I don't know if that means just from the floor to the top of those supports or from the floor to the tarmac. I don't know. I didn't get that far in reading. But it's very impressive. I mean, years ago we used to just go down into the village and through, go down, and it was a big climb to come back up again. But it's very impressive. I'm trying to get you a view of what I can see. I mean, no supports drive my eyes mad, so hopefully you can see through to the view. Can you see how tall it is? Very, very tall. But then some of the bridges in Scotland seem very tall, so surely the measurement must be from the floor to the top of those towers, I guess. Don't know. But it's very tall anyway. I think it means from the floor to from the valley floor to the top of those things. That must be what it means. So there you go. I can't stop and take a picture because we're not allowed in that parking area. But you've just been over the Millau Bridge. So the views are stunning up here. I think they get a lot of weather. I think they get a lot of snow in the winter. But the views are really nice. Oh, it goes through the péage. I can see that we have customs, French customs, the other side. Let's see if they're going to stop and investigate. They look like they're stopping everybody, actually. I suppose they've got a bit of a captive audience with everybody trying to miss the strikes.
Bonjour. Merci. Au revoir. Oh. Thanks.
Oh, we didn't get turned out. That was quite good. It was pleasant enough. Just looked at the paperwork. And we're on our way again. Result. So they do get a lot of weather up here. It is very, very high. And when you're going along, you see this sign? This is an area that you can use snow chains at those certain times. I'll try and slow it down. Hang on. There you go. Screenshot. There you go. It tells you what times you can use snow chains. So anytime you see that sign, it's very cold. Wow, if it wasn't so green, it could be the surface of the moon, couldn't it? Like I said, there are some very, very big hills on this road. I think this one, if I saw the sign when I started it, I think the climb here is 6% for 7 kilometres. So I mean, it's a big pull up, and that it just takes it out the lorry all the time. That's why we don't tend not to use this road, because every up it's got a down, and you've got to slow it down going the other way. But I don't think in mileage that it's that much longer distance wise, but it's just a lot harder on the vehicle. For every big up, there is a big down. Oh, there we go. There's the farmers protesting, escorted by the gendarmerie. It did say that this road was shut on Google Maps going that way, and it does say that it's shut going upwards, but we're still moving at the moment. Whether they're still gathering themselves together, I don't know. There's some more of them. I mean, the farmers France is an agricultural country. The farmers are in a big union and they have a lot of sway in France, and I'm led to believe that it's a very big vote to keep. I don't know a lot about it, but it looks like we might be coming up into a queue up here. Maybe it doesn't say anything. It says it's still, well, the signs say it's shut, but Google Maps says it's still open. Hopefully we'll get away with it before they come on the road. Yeah, looking across, it looks like they're gathering themselves in that, whatever that is. I think it's like a council yard or whatever. Yeah, we'll keep going. We made it through there. Oh, there's another one of those signs, look. Let's see if I can get a better view of it. For the snow chains. There you go, that's a better view, isn't it? But like I said, there's some big mountains going up with the crawler lanes, and what they do as well, this is a big mountain going down. They give you a sort of, well, say it's a crawler lane, it's an extra lane for you to stay in control. It's like a crawler lane but going down, so that you can slow down and the rest of the traffic can keep going, because obviously you're the one that's got to stop it at the bottom, and it doesn't matter who goes past you, how fast they go past you. You've got to remember that you're the one that's got to stop it at the bottom. So keep in control of it and don't let it run away. So there's a screenshot of the sign, and it's not necessarily the steepness, it's the length that you'll lose your brakes if you keep riding your brakes. So it shows you in many languages, it tells you use your engine braking so you don't lose your brakes at the bottom, because 6.5 kilometers and you're touching your brakes, that's going to just overrun your brakes. I mean, there's escape lanes, but you really don't want to be going in there, because you won't get out without help, and it's sort of, that is last resort. So I know anybody that watches my videos before, like I always say, just sort yourself out at the top of the hill and keep it into oh, is it raining? Oh no, I think it's a fly. I squashed a fly. The windscreen wipers are on automatic, but yeah, sort yourself out to the top, get yourself in the right gear, get your retarder on. And if you haven't got a retarder, make sure you stay in the right gear. Brakes, all the way on, all the way off. Don't feather your brakes. And I know I've said it a million times, but that's how you have to drive these mountains. It's very impressive the way they've cut these roads into the mountains, and they've swung round to miss others. It's a very impressive road for a motorway. I know that sounds silly, but it's just it's a very impressive road.
traffic update indicates that your route includes a closed road. Would you like to avoid this road? Please repeat. Taking faster route.
Coming down and just taking it steady, getting down towards the bottom. There's a few bends at the bottom, but I don't think it'll bother us. Just taking it steady, and then we'll get along a bit. The lights have flashed a bit further back to say that there's a queue further up, so I'm going to look at the map and see where we are. So this is what's in front, but looking at the map book and looking at zooming into Google Maps, if I get off just before it, I can run up the side of a lot of this. There's a little road that runs up the side. It's got no restrictions on it, so I think I'm going to do that. So this blockage is not far in front now, and I reckon if I come off at the next junction and go over the top of the motorway, there is a road. See, these people are flashing coming the other way, so obviously there's it's coming to a stop. I reckon if I get off here, turn left, go over the bridge, and should bring me out onto a small road that runs alongside the motorway, which is what I've been doing most of the way up Montpellier and that. I just managed to come off. Oh, I wonder if there's going to be a queue up here. Oh, there's a Dutchman in front of me. He's had the same idea. These are turning the wrong way. So I reckon turn left here, over the motorway, go down to the bottom, turn right, and it should take me, and it should let me run alongside where all the traffic stopped. So at least I'll get a bit ahead. We're going to have to go through that village, or that town. So that's going to hold us up because I can't see a way around it. Not that's a sensible enough route to take. But if we can miss some of the traffic, at least we get in front of it, a bit of it. Yeah, it's definitely got the same idea as me. Turn right here, and we should be able to see the traffic stopped to our right on the motorway.
The traffic delay on your route is now 21 minutes. New arrival time 3:25 a.m. You are still on the fastest route.
There you go. Can you see through the trees? Can you see that sort of traffic backed up? Now that must have just been over, just after that junction that must have started. You can see all the traffic for miles and miles up. So we'll just sneak along here. There's no restrictions on it. It's just a local road. So it's obviously there was roads here before they built the motorway. So it's just a case of studying your map on Google Maps as well. You know, study that as well and see what you can find. And you can always, if you've got Google Maps, you can always walk the little man down there if you think there's going to be a restriction there. If you can see a railway line there or something and might be a bridge, you can always walk your little man down there and see if you can get down there. Yeah, see if there's any. You know, I mean, the worst thing you'll find is that what I find in France is that the villages tend to be small, so you just have to take it steady through the villages. But look at all that traffic that we're managing to get past. That's sneaky, but it's good in my eyes. I mean, when you look at these local roads, you can see why they built a motorway if all that traffic was coming on these roads, normally. But I mean, it's all still stopped up there. People are stopped and having their break further back and that. But say, I'm going to have to sit when I get up here. We're coming up to the same roundabout that they're coming up to. So we just have to take it as it is, really. I can't see a sensible way of getting around this town. Oh, there we are. We are coming to a stop. Oh no. So we'll just see how it goes. See how it goes from now on. So it looks like we're going to be sitting here for a while. So I'll bring you back when I get some movement. So as you can see, the time that it took us to get round the roundabout and heading down into the town, it's gone dark. I think it's about an hour that I've been sat there. I mean, we're trickling along, but I mean, not only is it holding us up, it's holding the French up. It's the French driver in front. So I mean, we're trickling down into the town now. And you can see why they don't want all the traffic going all in at the same time, because it is only, I mean, it's not tiny, but it's not big. And I think what they're doing is the traffic coming the other way is stopped as well. So they're alternating which side goes through the town first. Because I mean, obviously people live here, so they'll still be going around doing their thing, doing their bit of shopping, going to the bar, picking the kids up from school. So they'll still want to move, a bit like Dover when it gets busy. I know it's only small and I don't really want to be here, but it's quite a nice looking little town. There's a castle or something in front. Look, I don't know if you can see it. See up on the hill? It's all lit up. Don't know what that is, but it's impressive with it being all lit up. So from the roundabout down into town, it's been stop, start, stop, start. But they're keeping the town clear, that's the thing, and just backing the vehicles, lorries and cars, they're backing them up onto the motorway and just have to wait your turn to go through. But I think we're away now. I think it's just like normal street traffic lights and that we're having to contend with. Getting closer to that. I don't think that's a castle. I think it's a church up there. Yeah, but it's very impressive up on the top like that. So I don't think you can see, but the gendarmes are directing the traffic down here. So that's what it is that because there's nothing come towards us for a while, so they're only doing one-way traffic through the town. Gendarmes are here. That they stopped the traffic here. Look, so that's why it's took us so long to get through. That's the start of the queue, obviously going southbound. The queue is still there. It's a very long queue, a bit like the one that we've just come out of. Oh, there you go. They've got the idea. When in doubt, just go to bed. So we've just followed it along. It runs alongside the motorway like the other road I came on, so should be able to get back on somewhere up here. There we go, back onto the motorway. Look at the traffic, it's still there. You can see the lights for miles and miles and miles. Just everybody waiting to try and get through that town. The only thing with this in these situations is once you do get moving, it's like wacky races. It's everybody's trying to get along. Everybody's trying to make up a bit of time. Hello, welcome back. Good morning. Well, I got along quite a way. I did have to stop overnight. I had the minimum break. I just managed to get around Clermont-Ferrand before it was too busy. I had to come off and go into town and come back out again. But because it was a night, it wasn't too bad. And I just managed to park on the péage before I got back on again. So that wasn't too bad. But I'm coming up. I'm north of Le Mans now, so I'm coming up to another blockade, I think. It's the final bit up, push up towards Caen, so hopefully it won't be too bad. I just want to get back up there now. Yeah, they're shutting the road off. This is coming up towards Seas, so shutting the road off. Anybody that hasn't seen my back catalogue, there's things there. They are in a different format, but they should still work. The video should still work. If you're new to the channel, if you could give me a thumbs up or leave a comment or subscribe, that'd be great. Let's see how we get on up here. So it does say on Google Maps that this is closed, but this is a relatively new, I'm talking in the last 10 years, bit of motorway anyway. So you can come off and go through Alençon and that way, which is the way that we always used to come up before. So it's not a complete disaster, it just means that all the traffic will be going up that way. We're coming up to a road closed thing, and they're putting us off. Now we want to come off at this junction anyway, but normally we come off here, up over the top, through the péage and straight on. But like I said, we can go right at the péage and go down the old road, go through Argentan and that way, and say that's the way we all came when I started doing it. That's where I always used to come. So it's not a disaster. It's not a bad road or anything. It's just everybody's going to be going that way. And this bit of road that we're on now, if you went straight on and didn't come off at this junction, you'd go up to Le Havre. So I'm guessing some of this traffic doesn't actually want to get off at this junction, it just wants to go straight on. But they're making it everything come off, so obviously that's going to hold everybody up as well. I can't see why that's shut, because there's no protesters or anything. And looking on Google Maps, it's not closed further up. It's just this junction that's closed, which is a bit odd. Now there's cars coming the other way, look. So they've been let on, and now the barrier is between me and them, so they're actually going the other side of the barrier and carrying up towards Le Havre. So I don't quite know what's going on there. See that guy? That guy's just turned round in the queue. He's obviously thinking with me, well, if they can come the other way, then I can carry on up towards Le Havre. I mean, I don't want to go to Le Havre. I want to get off here anyway. But obviously some of this traffic has got to carry on. It wants to stay on the motorway. They just seem to be turning round now, unless they've got an inkling that this road's going to be opening again soon. Well, this junction's open. I can't see why the junction's closed, because it doesn't make sense. I can't see any protesters. I can't see any police. I can't see anything going on. And according to Google Maps, there's nothing going on further up. Well, unless there is something that we don't know about. See, now there's a lorry coming the other way, so obviously they've let him through the péage. Lorries and cars, look. They'll look over. Oh, hang on. Look, that's where we've just come up. And you've got the road people. They're taking the barriers up now, look. Looks like that's what they're doing. That's the road that's a slip road we've just come off. I'm sort of on the bridge going over. Oh, there you go. There's 2 coaches there. So maybe that's why they've started opening it. Now see here where you've got 3 lanes. If you stay over to the right, that takes you up onto the old road through Argentan and back out, and it brings you back out just well, we'll pass where we come out, so it takes you back out towards Caen anyway, so it's not really a problem. But if that road's open and they're coming down, why are these people standing in the queue? Why are they just going over there and going in the queue? If the péage is open, we'll just keep going. I don't get that. Oh, he's coming out. So he's just going to do a U-turn and go back again. So he's got fed up of waiting for the traffic too. See, now they're shouting out the window at me, but why can't we go this way? I don't get that. There's nobody stopping them. There's no queues. There's nobody in front of us. The cars are going this way. So why are they still queuing to get off at the junction? That doesn't make sense. I mean, there's nobody here. There's no tractors. There's no police. There's nobody standing in front of me saying you can't go that way. So I'm going to go this way. Well, shouting at me and blowing the horn as I was going past, but you know what I mean, common sense. If the road's open, use it. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everybody that's bought me a coffee and say it's what's kept me going while I've been trying to find my way up the road this week. I'm going to make my way up to Cairn. So if you haven't already, please subscribe, ring the little bell. You'll get notifications when I post again. Doesn't cost you anything, just lets me know that you're there. Thumbs up or leave a comment, that'd be great. And I will catch up with you when I've delivered the load. Take care, everyone.